This is our next tutorial for Java tutorial series, and here we are going to see what is static keyword in Java. So that we have often see while using main method, like normally we write as public static void main. So here we will try to see what is the importance of this keyword static. So with the help of a demo program we are going to see. So we will straight go to BlueJ, and in this BlueJ, I have already made a demo program with the name static demo. So we are going to see its coding and try to understand. So as you can see, I'll enlarge it. As you can see, I have a class called ABC, and in this class I have a method with the name show, which is public in nature, and here we are going to print a statement with the system.out.println as hello Java. And in the same program we have another class, and this class has a name called static demo, and inside that class we have a main method. And as you can see, in the main method we have this keyword public static void main string args. So this static keyword we are going to emphasize right now here. Now imagine like we have this class called ABC has a method called show. So if we wish to call this method here, because of it's an instance method, there are two types of method, instance method and static method. So if this is not declared as static, it is instance. So to call this instance method show in this main method, what we need to do, we cannot directly do that. So for that we will have to create an object of the class called ABC right now here. Now after creating that object, let's say the name OB. Now with the help of OB we can call this method at ob.show. Alright, this is one way of doing. In case if it is an instance method, as you can see, we have to create an object of that class ABC. In this case, because show method belongs to class ABC, so we have to create an object of this class. You know how to create an object. Now with the help of this object we are invoking the method show, then only it will execute. So this is the case of an instance method. But let's say we do not want to do this, we straight away want to call this. So in that case what we have to do is, we cannot directly call it. For to call this we have to change this method to a static method. As you know, static method always belongs to a class itself and can be called straight away using the class name. So in that case, if we will try to make it, let's say static. Now as you can see here, I have mentioned a keyword called static, public static void show. Now in main method I need not to create any object of class ABC. Now straight away I can call with the name of the class itself rather than the object, because we have not created any object right now here. So I can easily write class name obc dot show. Alright, so now let's compile and see how it works. Now when we are compiling, as you can see, it is showing class compiled with no syntax error. Now let's run this program and see how it works. So now we'll try to run this program and see how it works. So for that we are running this program, and now we can see it is printing the result as hello Java. Now we will try to analyze this by going back to the editor and see, have a look at this. Now as I have declared this method show as static in nature, now this method can easily be called with the help of that class to which it belongs. So belongs to class ABC. So in this case, straight away using the class name, I have called that method which is static in nature, and I am calling it, and it is printing the result as hello Java. So I hope that you must have understood now how to use the keyword static and what is the use of a keyword static. Static keyword, when you are declaring or using with any variable or a method, it belongs to a class itself rather than the instance variable or instance method. whereas the instance variable and instance method belongs to a class, need an object to invoke it, the static member belongs to a class itself. Imagine like I have a variable over here. I'm declaring, let's say, this variable as I, okay, and this variable will be called as now an instance variable because this variable belongs to this class, and because of it is not been declared as static, it is called instance variable. Now this instance variable, if I want to call here, I cannot call it directly. So for that, what I need to do, again, I need to uh, declare an object of that class. All right, let's say I'm declaring an object of that class as OB. Now with the help of this OB, I can declare declare this variable, or the call this variable and assign the value to it. Let's say 5. Okay, if I do not want to do this, now what I can do is, in place of this, if I want to straight away use this variable also with the name of the class itself, like we have previously done with the variable or a method called show, we have to declare it as static again. So a, an object also a variable also can be a static, same way a method also can be a static. So here we declared method show as static. Now we are declaring this variable I also as static. So in that case, if it has been declared as static, now what I can do is I can straight away assign the value to this using class name, okay, rather than creating an object like abci equals to 5. All right, so let's see now, if I want to print the value of it, then how can I do that? Now let's begin. Again, we are declaring this variable as an instance variable I. Okay, now this instance variable which we are declaring here and now instantiating with the help of an object, let's say OB or something, okay, uh, uh, okay, or straight away we are assigning the value right now here only. We can say I equals to 5 and we can just delete it. Now we will try to print this value. We will try to print this value. Now see what happens. Okay, so what we are doing, we have a variable called I and assign the value 5 to it. Now we are printing the value of this variable with the help of that object, let's say I. Now we'll try to compile it. As we can see, after compilation it is showing an error was found. Now here is the error. We'll try to see what error is over here. Okay, so in this case it is showing an error. Now as you can see, it is showing non-static variable I cannot be referenced from a static context, because this variable I, which is non-static or instance variable, is being called inside a method which is static in nature. So that is what this error shows, that is non-static variable I cannot be referenced from a static context. So that is why this error is coming, because this was instance method, whereas this is static, this was instance variable and this is static variable. So in that case, to get rid of this, what we can do is we will declare it as static in nature. Now we have method also static, whereas the variable which is being used inside also static in nature. And let's see and compile how it goes. It is still showing some error, so we'll try to check. Okay, in that case, identifier expected. Okay, static int, it should be static int. So this you also have to keep in your mind, that now you can see it is showing no error. Now we have declared static as a keyword. Okay, so this also has become static. Now it can easily be called inside static method called show. So it is showing no error. Now we will try to run and see what result comes. The result should be hello Java, and here it should print the value of I. So here is our program, and run it and see what result is shown. Yes, as you can see, it is showing hello Java as a string and 5, which is the value of I, which we have just assigned. Now both are static. So please remember, to call any static member, we just need the name of a class. And one more thing, the static member need to be called inside the static method only. So I hope that with this example or a demo, you must have understood something about the keyword static in Java. So thank you very much.